24 ewu nyankopon adom enti asedan kan ihu a nyankopon so amade pa bi ache me mo akwaba e de ba the dialogue dwumadi so medin e de kwakwa ntwibu asia ko teacher entwi enam ne wo ahia ene anopai ene enkomo bebere e wo ho e bedi nkomo enra won a wo gina pre omampani enkonwa no akọ electoral commission won nyina wakọ sign entiase apam so obema asumdwi aye adwuma kasa hodo ko so ye behwe bi ye betie bi ene anopai abato no nso aka enafua no enwotwe ochena memen na awotwe na abato no ebeba so nti oche memen na awotwe na abato no ebeba so enti waya hoboa ena anopai de medi tufu ana medi hye unkran ene se empani se woni a wo kwa wuhia won no onwa na wo ba wuhia won woni a wo kwa wuhia won no woni a na wo kwa wuhia won obi ho na obi ahia e wa asori woni na ntena yi na ne wura fi se da mba bi se nipa no e bi obehia no hia ne moa obi na obi ahia adwumam ohia na adwumam no na adwen ne se eno an no ebi a woni ne nhia biem woni na hia school mu when treating ye adwumam when treating ye esansa na oye pani nti na adwene ni so wenum de omo ye omo hyemase ento na obi e kasa asa de ope oye busua pani enne oye pani e wokuro no so enne oye pani wokuo num oye pani wo asori num enti woni o hye nase no wo mu obi onfa obi anye hwe onu obi wadwumam wodi ne hon konkonsa champion fo ka ase onyaye a yenyi nadi wonu obi wadwumam ekeka ne ho nsem ka ase yenyi ne dwuma a wodie ni program mfiri ne nsem yampa no mfia abusuanum yenyi ne mfia safonum na dwene ne se bi one ne nhie biu ema awre mfi se daachi bi obetimi akohie nipa no na ne awde ye no we atwam no nti uhia na betimi akasa ne ho obetimi ahwede anim woni a wo kwa uhia won no won na wo ba ubehia won eyu adwen se na yi obi su ni mfa so mawo ona aye pani nti hu hia obi a ona aye pani nti hu hia koda no ohye wase no daachi ebia saa koda no a wotete no se nipa na ane no wadwuma mu a wo hye na ne ya no se nipa no ane no wadwuma mu a okeka ne ho nsem no na se nipa no obaji wafri bibi mu ne awo ya ne nei kai se o manso betwa so aba oya papa mu obi enne a daachi sa nipa no obehia no daachi ne awo yama obi enne no wo banso obi nso be yama no daachi enti so na obi wadwan so na obi wo sukuu mu so na obi ahia e wa asori mu so na obi ahia wa busua mu adwaba obi ase no entan nipa nani enhye nipa nani ya ade fi se daachi ebi abe hia nipa no mo a ebi adaachi wo ba be hia sa nipa no mo a daachi ebi adaachi se nipa no be ba be pie wo so wo bra wakwa ho kire mu esan sa wo hye nani ya na wo tete no okeka ne ho nsam ka ase yenyi ni mfi adwum okeka ne ho nsam ka ase yenyi ni program free ne nsam no obetimi ahwe nanim obetimi abisa na sam na se nipa no wa manyamisu antena ne mu a ebi obeba beto se bibi ye but wo mua esan se ebra wo hia no wamfa odo wamfa abotoye mu wamfa nkuranhye enhie nipa no wo tan no okeka ne ho nsam ka ase yenyi ni dibre mfiri ne nsam yenyi ni position mfiri ne nsam yampam no mfi program no so yenyi program no mawo ne awodo no na wonye ebia say nipa no e hu ni ubu ni form enne no daachi ono na obejewo daachi ono obeboa wo daachi ono na obehia moa afiri ne nchen enti obi a obehia no emfa ho ni ebesie ye nipa no yi emfa ho ene ni ebesie no kakasa de che nipa no ayamfom so e no nche se won ka nemum ka wo kan kwan be na wo fa so aka enipa bebre ma ne won yi edie aka esanse bra no wadwo no ye panin when treat obi yi de no hye na so when treat ni yi enti won ya wo kwa wuhia wo no kai se o ba when hye omo nyina akora na obehia emu bi ne enne wo fa no nya hwea osusu se wo hia ne moa no da che se nipa na ebia obeso mu enti wuhia obi a ene ne ntina yi ɛni ni yi esan sɛ wɔne a wokɔ a woba a wohyia wokɔ a wohyia wo no woba nso a wobɛhyia wo bɛda ase medin ɛde kwakwa ntwi bu asi akɔti kyɛ ntwi ene ɛnkyɛ bi a yɛde agodie mu nsɛm ɛbɛbrɔ agodie mu nsɛm no ɛyɛ part of the program saa nso na yɛde the entertainment segment of the program will come on your way this morning enti ɛnkyɛ bi a nana yɛ asante bɛba abɛtena ase na wɔde agodie mu nsɛm abrɛ saa wobɛkae sɛ ɛnora wɔne a wɔgyina pere ɔmampanin nkonnwa no wɔn nyinaa de wɔn nsa kɔhyɛ asomdwie apam ase na yɛsɛ NDC foɔ so ɔmo nsan ɛma mpo ɔmo mpanimfoɔ kasakasa ya nanso ɛnɛ ɛnora wɔn akɔsan na ɔmo de ɔmo nsa hyɛ nkrataa no ase what happened nsɛm a ebinom keka ayɛ no ɛno ano no ebi ɛbrɛ kɔ n'anim no yɛbɛtie bi yɛde sports ɛbɛ wie ne yɛde entertainment nso bɛ wie a newspaper review ɛbɛbɔ wakwan mu afei ɛnɛ nso yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ afa sikasɛm ɛho enti na ɔhwere mmienu ne fɛn ɛne yɛ ntena bɔmmɔden a sɛ voter ID card no efi na ɛkɔ yi a wobɛyi afefa ho ato hɔ ɛde anɔpɛ bi am sɔre am kɔhwɛ sɛ da hɔ a fisaba no deɛ manto bi ɛbɛha me paa aba no deɛ manto bi a ɛbɛha me paa enti da bia enti efi na ɛkɔ yi ɔkyɛn memɛn na wɔtwe ɛna batoɔ no bɛduru so dɛhyɛ ase anɔpa no nso so obi ka kyerɛ wo sɛ aba no yɛbɛto ne nafu ahodoɔ mmienu onipa ko wɔboa electoral commission kan saa ti bɔmmɔden asɛ wobɛhwɛ voter ID card de ato hɔ aba yɛkɔtɔ na nyɛ ntɔkwa sɛ yɛde ntɔkwa ba na ɔko nso ɔman no mu a wɔn di nkunim aba no mu no henfoɔ na wɔn bɛbu ɔman no nti mo yɛhwɛ ho yie biribi obi bɛyɛ a ɛde ntɔkwa bɛba twe ho firi ho yɛmɔ yɛ man no ho ban efi sɛ ɛba ka bi ma nka bi mu a Ghana agye din kɛse ɛyɛ din pa ɛwɔ bibiman mu nyinaa nti yɛnhwɛ sɛ yɛbɛtoto yɛ nneɛma yie na Ghana din a yɛwɔ sɛ ɛba ka bi ma nka bi a Ghana di kan wɔ bibiman mu no ɛbɛkɔ so atena hɔ NDC new MPP new yɛ nyinaa yɛ Ghana fo da bi ameka sɛ wo se bi a oyɛ NDC ni oyɛ Kristo ni oyɛ kremoni enti obu afu otwe dade ekum enipa edu wobɛkɔ fie no abusuafo bɛyɛ enum a ne nsia ne wom sanse Ghana wɔ kasa mu wɔ ɔsom mu wɔ amanyɔsɛ mu yɛ nyinaa yɛ nuafo nti enya ahwɛ yi ana asante
yes sir
ohon yɛ
onyame waye mekese
odu homework na ba
oh yes of course
anya saa de a ubenya punishment teacher class nti so amfa homework na amade a ene ka wo punishment
but may a very obedient servant
bedase ye de agudie mu nsem na ebro twa me ba sisi ya Brazo say dey agudi mu nsem ebro na ya asante
yes yo me da se bebre sports na ye dey bro on dialogue so and efie weekend there na ye nyina ye nim say excuse me sports activity bebre na ekoso na mom de di jaw eba ko eye peace asomdwe ye besrew just like any other competition in sports eyaba na ekoto there will only be one winner. And after we all go home in peace and just have fun. Tiebesre na asomdwe. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I omo hierarchy no technical side no omo appointment kakra. Dr. James Kwesi Apia or head sporting affairs na Maleja Bear I technical director na Prosper Ogum will be in charge of coaching and as a head coach Emma Kotoko. Enchebiana Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So they are back. Baba Yara back to base Baba Yara eho na omo ekosese yenhwe eye nyama kakra ewo honom Wafu Zone B girls tournament bi ebeko so Cote d'Ivoire na ena draw no ebeba so ewo Cote d'Ivoire countries a eteki part no eye Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, Benin, Ghana, Niger, Nigeria, and Togo. And then 29th and a draw no ebekoso ewo honum. Unauthorized, a Blasters coach Unauthorized, were presenting a report. Now the key point I will report in and I said, I'll say injury to some of the players and I contributed to team no performance no and I feel so I accept responsibility say captaincy asem Odema Kudus equity tension accept full responsibility and I feel so team performance no amateur result especially a year if ye matches no and late arrivals of players and so then affect a year team no na say no I request for backroom staff kakra emra emeka hu said obetumi abonajuma it look like Mr. Unauthorized and Abia Yadi Juman Beman. FNI is over consultation with major stakeholders and Sana or be taking decision on Unauthorized or etiki. Yanko BBC. Yes, BBC Nasian Omoma Award be a year BBC Women Footballer of the Year 2024. Na omodema Barbara Banda Award a year Zambia. Na enona raise a lot of issues. So we share yenya or screen so. Women's rights and I say Women's Rights Network UK say, you know, abaiwe we fairly a year test bebre yeah they have sex verification test. I just said nyama woni or you close to them than oba ama afcon cry band. So why do you award nipa no say or your best female footballer of the year? And to BBC social media and crofo e crucify omo honum. Nemo wo no picture with screen so you have to pass your own judgment if say or ye me and say or ye wo anyway nyame na be born in team. Ghana football legend Abedi Pele ye kan asumdwe Abedi Pele so akasa ese emribi a etwemu na ntokwa ewo Europe FIFA use football ede asumdwe temporary ceasefire eba eye Kosovo and Yugoslavia. Abedi Pele on your screen and he said this I will share the favorite number 10 Jesse. Abedi Pele said asumdwe de obi bie ni ho no ma ompe asumdwe na momo sports are one of the powerful tools especially football obetumi and waiting at FIFA in the 90s time Yugoslavia Kosovo ntokwane ba no or organize a world 11 against Europe and no at the temporary ceasefire at the baho bra oni ye nuanom wo Max TV ekasa no na odin same way etudwa or say football can unite a nation, football can bring people together. Legend Abedi Pele Nelson no. After disappointing AFCON performance, Ghana I dropped it to 77th position. The last time I call West, and you call that 89th position. And they say baby Ghana ya call akwakodu no. Share yes sister ukatima na ubia HH kaka. Yes, I mean everybody will become a coach. Yeah, 30 million coaches. Coach Ignatius Oseifusu Ose Blaster Juma no betumi aye. After supporting Dr. Kwesi Appiah ama omo qualify Sudan Echo AFCON 2025 no. Ose Blaster Juma no he has everything I will betumi ade Mr. Ignatius Ofusu and our screen so no. Ose ejuma no obetumi aye. Enti na be ya yefema no. Why yes AFCON na Sudan Echo no. Enya de omo ko jeja omo. They are aiming to win AFCON 2025. Enti Ignatius was standby. Segana Mumpe Unauthorized, Ignatius, assistant coach of Sudan, also is ready to take up the mantle. We're coaching national team. Yenshare a year former Blasters assistant coach, Mr. George Boateng. On the commentary, and a year Ejuma, he works with Coventry United. George Boateng says no, why you say on the commentary and Yajumabio. Yes. Why Coventry manager no FEO Mark Robbins has been in charge for 7 years. Na Frank Lampard signed 2-year contract. Yes, na backroom staff you need to live with your head coach. And when George Watson FE Honum, it's coach Auto-addo call for backroom staff no ebia Ghana yebe consider na yede ono so ababe kanwa begidi say ebia ebe boyen yanhwe golf kakra on say golf ayet is a corporate entity and Ghana Golf Association making landmark to encourage women in corporate level no some will play golf because golf connectivity it keeps you fit and it has helped a lot of people to climb up to the top of the ladder in corporate institutions and launch the corporate woman and golf, the myth and benefits of sports. Programming a bed lunch in the Tank Palace and ne in Kranhanum. 3 people are omobe kasawasie a year, and ma etitrua omo to me a year a juma no mobile golf abwa omo. Mrs. Elsie Addo Awazi, or your second governor, Bank of Ghana, Dr. Esther Amezu, a pharmacist and an avid golfer, and Mrs. Ajua Asari Asamoah, businesswoman and golf enthusiast. Omobekasa ewo Jumedi no ase. Yebeko amanone na ya hwede ekoso ewo amanone enene sen enra na matchesi ekoso na matchesa ekoso no eye UEFA Europa matches ana ekoso. Results are by Anderlecht FC Porto Echo Etipenchukon Obia Shenyanko Mienu Bilbao 3 Osborg 0 Terry Yegbe and Michael Bedu Omonina Esi Akain Nanso Omudin Nkugo AZ Alkmaar 1 Galatasaray 1 Besiktas 1 Maccabi Tel Aviv 3 Henry Addo Oyeganene Usiakama Maccabi Tel Aviv Samsona Karabakh 1 Olympic Lyon 4 NS Nyama 46 star performance from NS Nyama Braga 3 Hoffenheim 0 Man United 3 Bordeaux 2 and Midtjylland 1 and Eintracht Frankfurt 2 Nice 1 Rangers 4 and as Tottenham Hotspur in Roman Soko 2-2 fixtures Abekoso but before fixtures Yamin Lamin Ono and Yamanu a year 2024 Golden Boy Award in Europe. Obama Barcelona, 17 years. He's been starring very well for Barcelona and Spain. Spain trophy winning or European. Yamin Lamin, Aisha Wango no assisted 4 Maomu. This year, Wabo 60 matches, 6 goals, 8 assists in all competitions. Weekend the MTN FA Cup Ebekoso Ewo Ghana Hano fixtures and Dawson papa MTN FA Cup matches Ebekoso eti baby be no just look for a stadium which is close to you and go and witness some of these beautiful matches at Ebekoso. Some of these games provided very surprise results and on the MTN FA Cup Ubia enye Ubia entipe venue bia ebenwo na also kohwebi. Remember after this weekend leg number break because ye baba beto about 7 December players and officials Ubia were right to say okoto aba enti FAIS on break na omo akwakoto aba. Yenhwe match fixtures are this weekend. EPL, the big game of course, Liverpool and Man City, Beba so kwesiada. Nemo my Brighton and Southampton, Brentford and Leicester, Crystal Palace and Newcastle, and Nottingham Forest, Ipswich Town, Wolves and Bournemouth, West Ham ne Arsenal, Beba so Meminda, now kwesiada Chelsea ne Aston Villa, Man United, Everton, Spurs and Tottenham Hotspur and Fulham. Now, of course, the big game ebe Liverpool and Man City. Yenhwe La Liga, so Barcelona and Las Palmas, Valencia ebe visite Mallorca, and Alvarez ebe Tinefione Legan. Na Espanyol ne Celta Vigo, Real Madrid, and so any Getafe and Ibiza, Villarreal and Girona. These are some of the matches Ebekoso ewo La Liga. Oko Bundesliga, let me just focus on the big game. Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich and Ebekoso, the biggest game war Bundesliga this season. And I say it's always been like that. Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich, Ebebaso Ochina Meminda. So open matches are now what be ashen. Yenshare match ebekoso bako and as a Syria matches this weekend Calgary and Verona and Como and Monza AC Milan Empoli Bologna and Venezia and Udinese and Genoa Parma and Lazio Torino Napoli Fiorentina Inter Milan Lecce and Juventus. Then on Monday Roma Atalanta and so Ebisia. Teacher entry Anopa sports our dialogue so yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it. No one said an hour. Assume
Oh yes. Yeah.
And they say assume be a Ghana you want to say no
at all
because now our host someone a better Ghana and they say you be ma your home comment to pa see what about to because what share you from here. Amaya you know what she na French casa no more. You mean as a Ghana for the Rosa conference.
Yeah. Now we gonna crowd coin.
Who gonna
Mame, one of the big names in Catholic Church, Mother Teresa. I see the reason why there is no peace or we have problems in this, we've forgotten that we belong to each other. Ye ni pabako. Eye abani ekoto. America for to aba. Kraman krampo. Nyankopon oboye say so. Why do we do this to ourselves? Adena de bia obi bi ni kwaya dia na ekofa problem. Omo ye wo ha na ye de enye wo ho ne ye kofa ba ha no ma na ya perfect no. Why? Ye kwakoto just go vote, go home. Messi engineer ho unya party agent. Kofie. Party agents no take charge of everything. Mu gina ho a create tension. And to go home and relax. Let's have some peace. Yes, Ramu. Yen yeti wo sese yen yeti ho ye hwe so ama ye nchima. Enti ye bibi na enya omo eweche ni ba teacher ntwi omo bedi atempa
32 years ne yempanimfo omo to aba no so omo ma okon ba ya anka yete hende
dabi and am panimfo akasa no me pacho wo aye bisase omo ma na omo wan bebrema ni kruma so why do you do this to us anyway yenhwe se Nyankopon ebeka ye nyina akoma na ukoda just reflect hwe wo ma hwe wabusua hwe oma ya yetim emu ye dende ba wo sore ukoba wo wasomdwe wo mpe no na de na wo pe bi wu se wakoto abana wo beti hwemfa wo hu ukoto aba keke enu nti ntokwasi sebe na asore ene ntete ya de maye no na fa so be na wo so won Bible catching say let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. Usuban ya wo beda na di yakoto abayi usuban ekire de ye de atitew kwasiada ye ko enefie ye ko mos ochememe ye beko kwasiada ye beko radio TV 247 ye preach so wo eda na ya ye fafim
na ebinum fa na se memene dadu efia dadu kwasiada dadu afa na tare or ko mosque or kwa asori dem na ntare no apam na dɔɔso nti dodo no ano nsɛm no bi wɔ hɔ a asɔfo no na preachers no ɛka ɔfa ne sɛ kasa no bi kasa nti nya yɛ ka kyɛ wɔn kramofo asɔre dem no ɛyi no yɛnhwɛ na yɛntie bi meda ase na ya asante na ɔde sports ebreye or the dialogue so no enche dia the entertainment segments of this morning show dialogue will come on your way and get prepared as Noela Sante is getting ready to take us through the sporting aspects of the morning show enti yenya krado isane se ye de energy kase na ebrewo na esese wote was sports mu wate nti the entertainment nso esese e obeti bia no obeti ne anopai so de na me ne nana ya asante ka no ye momoden ase aba no a wo koto no wo koto ama obi abedu oman nanim magana akoso wo nkoto aba se wo koto aba ama obi abedu oman nanim ementokwa aba ema abese wo man no and to make sure say sada no do ukodi line so edu so na yete wo pepa no ma na to wi a konfie bio wo ye party agent nya wo na wo koye ho say wo na ye adwuma no nyina na party fuo a ye de wo koye na hu ya be you bibia there be emra ewo aba ye kwoto no ho enti se wo ho wo ye party agent no obi card ayira emra no ma ne kwan se wonko officer no ho electoral commission pania or polling station ho no obekọ akọka nasem ampa wo hwe ni din na wo hu na ne biometric ne fingerprint ne ma ye faaye no ye hu a ye ba ma na to na ba nti wo ye party agent na woni mo mra wo ho a bo modin se obesua fi nne ma o ma yoku no nkyerɛkyerɛw enyo adwen se wo ye party agent nti ko create confusion bia e wo ho yesre eya wo person create confusion a hwe ofie wo abrewa wo ho wo akwakora wo ho wo nkwada wo ho a ebia enam so na ntokwasi na wudwane a saa mere wa nkokora ne nkwada no ntumi nwane bi ye to oba no e de mayeda achi ye de agyenkyirima enti ye wadwene se aba a wo koto no wo koto na somdwie mu no aba ofie ho ba bi ye to aba no TV bi eni ho eno akasa me tan ho no ma hwe TV enti na me nko mi fie ti ye to aba no wi a kona kotena fie ne ye koso bia no da obonnwuma no ebeka moate electoral commission so beka emoate enti oto aba no wi a enye saa da no na akọche se wo na wo ba ese ye ma nyina wo no wo ba ma se ma nyina empani se wo ye ba ma bibira ye kujaw ti bomoden ase aba ye beto no no be ma wi asomdwie mu anye hwe no ebi a wo ye kremoni okwasori memene da okwasori kwasia da ebi nso a won kwasode no osoma hodo nyina ma boboso unim bia mu no ogunsa oji onyame bidi enti enyame e wo wiase enyame nkumenkuma na otwedi ampo nyankopon a ogbo ade no won pentokwa enti bomoden ase yasomdwie a ye wo no ye bebo ho ban yasomdwie a ye wo mu Ghana ha no ye bebo ho ban enya ba wo koto nti e na wo be man tokwa asi dabi enti hwe voter ID no eto ho o reto ho wi a dadodura kodi line so edu so a no ato aba pepepe na enra yesi yenko san yemfa ensan ko se asomdwie apamo ase mampani dada John Dramani Mahama o kan sem bebre o se na nsem o kan no bi ni se akoto abeye bibia na asomdwie ni o man no mu a ehe na ye koro ona no obisa and menene ya adwene ya to aba na wi obi ade nkunim okon asi ne ya to aba ma na oye nkunim dini no ehemfo no no bet na o man no yen hwa amman yen twa ye ho ahia ne amman a entokwa enam abato nti entokwa asi se na tie ensentwe for se nya ahwe ye kasa TV ne radio so ye nya ahwe ye kasa no bi ebinom kasa de ojamom eba o man no bra ye beto aba no ti en yo ye sentwe ni a hwe kasa yi na obi anum kasa ba akopɛ ena ema Rwanda entokwa esiye ye nya ahwe ye bra so se ye de entertainment segment of the program Ebrewo Noela Sante is ready to take us through train now on for entertainment no Ebrewo.
A grateful morning. Welcome to entertainment segment on the dialogue. And thank God it's Friday. As you know, Fridays are my favorite days of the week. So yeah, we're getting ready for a wonderful weekend. Now, coming up in my stories this morning, Shatta Wale supports a fan who made a sketch of him. Now, Kim Promise is also the most streamed Ghanaian artist on Spotify. Also, Ghana airports and Ethiopian Airlines have launched direct flights from Prempeh International Airport in Kumasi to London. And you know, as we do every Friday, I'll be bringing you top 10 in Nigeria and top 10 in Ghana as well of the Apple Music 100 charts. Now, don't go anywhere. I'll be back and I'll give you the details. It's a beautiful morning. Now, in my stories today, Shatta Wale's biggest fan made a portrait of him and got the opportunity to hand over the framed portrait to the dancehall king himself. Now, he was stunned at the young lady's talent and precision with the drawing. He inquired about the lady's education, where she emotionally said she's an SHS leaver and hasn't had the opportunity to further. Now, the dancehall artist was touched and he was moved by the girl's story and offered her a whopping 20,000 Ghana cedis in cash to support her tertiary education. Now, the portrait, if you have seen the portrait, it's so precise, it's so beautiful, it's just like Shatta Wale, and everything is so precise. I love the details in the portrait, and I was also moved as well because not everybody has this kind of talent. This is so rare, and I love what Shatta Wale has done. I think so far Shatta Wale is one of the most benevolent artists in Ghana and the most humanitarian or philanthropist, I should say it. He loves his fans so much, and he does everything he can to support his fans. So kudos to my best friend Shatta Wale, big time for the dancehall king or the dancehall king of Ghana. Thank you so much, and then on behalf of the lady, and kudos to Shatta Wale. I love Shatta so much, so I love that he's been able to do this for a fan.
I can do my house. Wait, can you see? I'm not schooling. Why?
I completed last year.
Oh. That's just come. Wow. I can do my house. Wait, can you see?
I'm not schooling.
I'm not schooling. Why?
I completed last year.
Oh. That's just come. Wow.
That was the dancehall king Shatta Wale. It was an emotional moment, even for me. I really love the portrait, by the way. It's so beautiful. And thanks, Shatta, for uplifting a young lady that we love to see women winning in such fields. Now, next, Kim Promise is the most streamed Ghanaian artist on Spotify. Now, King Greggy, as I know him, is a prominent Ghanaian Afrobeat and high life artist. Now, he has become the first Ghanaian male musician to surpass 400 million streams on Spotify. He has over 401 million streams, including 262 million as a lead artist and 123 million from solo tracks. Hits like Terminator and Paris from his latest album, alongside fan favorites such as Favorite Story and Perfect Combi, have driven this achievement, with daily streams averaging over 450,000. Kim Promise's global appeal continues to grow, solidifying his status as one of Africa's top musical experts. Remember his concert in Singapore, it was one of the best. That was the first time any African artist had performed in Singapore. Now, reflecting on this milestone, he expressed gratitude to his his fans, emphasizing his pride in representing Ghanaian music and its rich heritage. His success underscores the rising global influence of Ghanaian artistry and cements his position as a leading figure in African music. Now that's King Greggy for you. Greggy keeps making big music. And I mean, I think about two or 3 years back, we were so angry that King promised of making such good music and he wasn't being recognized in the awards industry. It was rather unfortunate, but yeah, I think last year he won some awards. So big ups to King Greggy for all that you do. Your music inspires us and your music is great. Don't let anybody lie to you. I love your music. I love King Promise so much. Now next, Ghana Airports and Ethiopian Airlines launched direct flights from Prempeh International Airport in Kumasi to London. Now starting December 3rd, 2024, travelers will have access to direct flights between London, Gatwick, and Kumasi Prempeh, the first international airport, thanks to a new partnership between the Ghana Airports Company Limited and Ethiopian Airlines. This collaboration introduces a convenient travel option, marking a key development in Ghana's aviation and tourism industries. It strengthens connectivity between Europe and the Ashanti region, a center of cultural heritage and economic significance. Now, the inaugural flight from Kumasi Prempeh, the first international airport, is set for December 15th, 2024, just in time for the Christmas season, offering travelers a hassle-free way to visit the Ashanti region during the holidays. I mean, this is one of the biggest initiatives I've ever heard because, you know, the king of Ashanti region, that is Wotumfo Oseitu the second, and King Charles in London are very good friends, are they not? They are very good friends. So it's so right that they have a direct flight from London to Kumasi. I love that so much. And now people wouldn't have to travel to Accra and then drive all the way to Kumasi or pick another flight to Kumasi. I think this is a very big one for the tourism industry. Now, as you know how we do it every Friday, we bring you the top 10 of the top 100 in Nigeria and Ghana. Now, without further ado, at number 10 in Nigeria, we started from Nigeria. Number 10, you know, something crazy is happening. I don't know if you listen to the Mariah album by Wizkid yet. Wizkid has taken over. I've never seen anything like that. Now, Wizkid is at number 10 with Pray. That is on the Mariah album. So go listen to the Mariah album. And he has his mother. You know, he lost his mother last year. And his mother is the album. What do you know? The artwork for the album. So the entire album, that is his mother on it. You see his mother's photo on the artwork as So number 10, we have Pray. That is Wizkid. And number 9 is Après Mini. That is after minutes. Or yeah, I forgot my French a little bit. Please pardon me. Après Mini featuring Tiakola. That is Wizkid again. And number 8 is still Wizkid with Band. Number 7 is Time. So Wizkid. Number 6 is A Million Blessings. And at number 5, Piece of My Heart, my favorite of the album. And number 4, we have Karamo, still Wizkid alone. I think I love the fact that all of these are not the ones that he has features. I think about only 2 or 3 has features, and everything on there is just him. So number 5 is my favorite, Piece of My Heart. Number 4 is Karamo. And at number 3 is Troubled Mind. Number 2, we have Kese, 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 Kese. Yay, it just simply means dance. So yeah, dance, baby. It's your time, so you better dance. And at number 1, we have Bad Girl featuring Ashake. Now, Ashake is my favorite too. I really love Ashake. I really love everybody. Don't tell me that I love her. I keep saying I love it. Yes, because I have a big heart. It can contain everybody in there. So at number 1, there you have it. Top 10 in Nigeria. Number 1 is Bad Girl. And let's come to Ghana now. Ghanaians, I'm so disappointed in Ghanaians because what you have done here is really disappointing. So at number 10 today, off of the top 10 in Ghana, trending songs is Ghana, you people have dropped Lomo Lomo all the way to number 10, a song that was at number 3 just last week. I'm so disappointed. So disappointed. So Lomo Lomo is at number 10. That is Kiddy and Black Sherif. Now, you know the song has stayed on the charts for over 7 weeks. At number 9, I fuck with Kendrick a lot, but you people, I'm disappointed. Anyway, and number 9 is Reincarnated by Kendrick Lamar, and number 8 is Kese Kese again. Now Nigeria is saying, now did you see that in the Nigerian chart there was not a single international song in there or a single Ghanaian song in there, but here we have Ghana, and number 10 is Lomo Lomo, and number 9 is Reincarnated by Kendrick Lamar, and number 8 is Kese, and number 7 is Quabble Up, still by Kendrick Lamar, and number 6, Jesus Christ. So this is our savior so far. So Ara DJ and Black Sharif are presenting Jesus Christ 2 at number 6. That's good job, guys. I think so far you people are brightening our face. Is that what they say? Yes, brightening our face. And number 5, we have Man at the Garden, so by Kendrick Lamar off of his GNX album. And number 4, we have Bad Girl by Wizkid and Ashake. And number 3 is Luther, still by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, my favorite girl. Number 2 is TV Off by Kendrick Lamar featuring Lefty Gunplay. Number 1, I'm not going to do a drum roll because I'm so disappointed. And number 1 is Wiped Out Murals by Kendrick Lamar. So that's all for entertainment segments on the dialogue this morning. And enjoy your weekend, but I will be back next week with more news. So don't go anywhere. The dialogue is still in session.
na me ka no o man penda da John Romani Mahama na nsem we no de ko tu dwa ebra na almost a peace agreement no se yan hwe na se ye makwan men tokwasi o man no mu a ahemfo ni aye bia no ese o man fa so na emumu no na o ka bibi se adanse a na ewo ho a efa aba yeto ye nentokwa esi ye ehono di adanse se ana emagana fo bi gidi ehihim se aban bebo ne homoden na abato no emu ada ho bade nti no esese ye hwekwan ye befa so na yama asumdwie aba oman no mu asumdwie e wo oman no mu no se yehwe ne yebo ho ban a aba ye beto no obie ni ho a obedi nkunim eye Ghana na ebedi nkunim se ye Dr. Mahmoud Ba omia na ebedi nkunim se o mampani dada John Romani Mahama se eye hwan na ebedi nkunim no eye omu bia na edi nkunim eye Ghana na edi nkunim enti ye nya hwe ade ba ko a ese se ye hye ne nso ene se ye bema edimpa Ghana wo ewo abatu mu no akoso atena ho na enche ebreba mu de a ene me bie phone line no na wonso wafre sebeya wonso beka wadwen e waba ye beto no ho asomdwie ho asem na me beka enti sebre so na me bie phone line no a menye wadwene se Overcome BBR. I just want you to talk about the peace that we are enjoying in this country. Asumujia, yo man, you know. And no one some near can ya batu him. It's suben essay done with it. Into the see a mini kind me phone line no amount. Now on so free. A buyer cotrono. I asumujie and I hear. Asumujie. Yeah, that's so asumujie or mine. Tenya bawi. Nya fe nye ne edi kan ne afe ne ebeto aba de ya to bebre enti enye wei ene ebeto de ase ya somdwe enti ubetimi afre 0240 550899 0240 550899 Mr. wo frena etomu a mentie hu o TV no kasa no mu tie hu e wo phone so na yen kasa aba ye koto no e de na wo ye de abasomdwie a ye wo mu wo man no no e ho ban asomdwie wo mu no e na wo kosai no e nam usu no ban no ne ye so e kosai no ana se e de na wo koye e de abo ho ban nzabre wo so betimi afa telephone no na wa frɛ 0240 550 899 Medi home komo enche bia mene ye general manager lawyer Amodate ebidin komo na ansa obeba no wonso betimi afre onyetena se a me the course no ebeto ansa na afei mene na din komo ye wi a mesan ya bie phone line no amount na asomdwie a ye wo man no mu no kwan ben na sese ye fa ebo ho ban abato yi ahyase aka na awotwe na ye beto abai ye nhwe abato no asomdwie no ye nhwe na ye mo ho ban na ansa na no medin komo ya somdwie no enra empanifa wo gina akopere omampani akonwa no omko sign asomdwie apam so ya sign said ye de yensa hyase no ye be ne sa pepepe ana say ye be da ne ye ho asokwa ana chenchena obesere na no na wamuna ne tirim cancel akwaba
ya menua
na ho ye de
nyameso no kron
de who ase o material de wo hye bi ba a ya to bi breme na memfa enyama de efe pa
anonyam kenyame anonyam kenyame ne waye no so
eso
ese be de foforo be ka ho ye ho akai tete bre so ye ho akai tete bre so o se tete bre so no ye ho aye de ma kase bebrebe nipa fa ayimu apokokomu ofidi the Israelites okata wo mo so bo mo ho ban ese say dey adui on mine no dey adui now share 7th December ne Ghana ebe to aba ayi omampani no ye ho ankai tete mre so na asomdua a odi ma ne ma no sa asomdue no onfa mayen so
okay
na Ghana endi Ohene,
yes,
at the end of 7th December.
Yeah.
Before 7th December, during 7th December, and after 7th December. Enti Yehoah kai tetemreso.
Now yeah, or yeah, tetemreso no. One sign your mind.
Yehoah kai tetemreso.
Okay. Cancel. Enra.
Yes, sir.
One wa pray o man pani adwa afi no. Edo nsa hye asomdua pam asem. Gidi say and someone penny for big can teach one pen that John Money Mama. So back higher cancer. Answer bring be do na NDC for say nya there as peace agreement on be sign. But enra Nyankopon yadom omko sign. What should be wetie bi. Ovi our honey saying.
Yo be da se peace o manya sa akwanya se be so menchire madwene kakra. Peace pact na almost signing run. I am say a idea. I was a Ghana for ya upload the candidates of the various parties. Say at the end of the day, no, omunyina Agyapong say, ombema asumdie edin kunim during, before, and after the elections. If you say they are compelled because Ghana, and this is the first time I ever talk about my ya tuaba Kwame Nkrumah pencil through Buzia, through Liman Victor, through Rawlings, Kufuor, Atta Mills, John Dramani Mahama himself, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, ya to enti ya yet transitions, power transitions over the years. And the country knows so is stable over the years. And in a few whereby you be to and I be destabilize the economy, and I be destabilize Ghana mind. Ama oyene, ama abenedie, ama entautaudie bi abe say asundua Ghana mind ewo.
Okay.
And now there is the need say political parties in omu leaders because say election be anywhere. It's a fierce competition.
Yeah. And
at this election, so historical elections because a certain vice president and a former president, and as I say, a person be other parties, there we know say, friends, small. I don't call them small parties, but woman shed the need a chitafo be say MPP and NDC. Yeah. And the Obia da Ghana House so election I cyclical. Say after every 8 years, biaro na weyaba. Enti MPP 8 years aso. MPP say you be breaking the 8. We will go beyond the 8. And you're going beyond the 8, not breaking the 8. Beyond the 8. And then it is no. Yes, so your time must say what say about. And you can feel the tension, the stress, the ambition, the determination to be the president. And the amount tension about Krum Kakra. When a bit more the attempt did dim penny attempt kasa a bufua bani pemu. A bit more the policies to her. A bit more says no, we don't need NDC, we don't need APP, we need a third force. A BC, oh, there must be a 10 agenda, a movement. At the same time, say system no tension abem. And now, there is the need for all the political parties, because of your national anthem, because of your pledge, and because one nation, one destiny, one people, one nation, one people, one destiny. And what's the because say, and John Dramani Mahama say, if there's war, if there's civil war, say, who are you going to rule? Who are you going to lead over? Yedi baby apart from our country. And therefore, omushia nora say, omudu omusa beshe kratas, yekase pact in law. It's a treaty. Treaty just say it's an agreement. Yeah. Agreement just say a contract. Ya ye nyina di ensa besha say asundue wo Ghana maimu no. Yebe ma sa asundue no adinkunim ekosi awieye. Enti awrade boame. That is the meaning of a pact. And a pact to be a treaty, it is done through South Sudan Soventa. Pact Sudan Soventa means in goodwill, in good faith. In Latin, Pact Sudan Soventa, in goodwill, in good faith. And to Munina say, ye the ope, ye the akumemu, and na air can't, as this year can't them say, ye be bo asundue any stability, a wo omaimu, e buying.
Council, bet to us on is this the first time agreement with political parties never talk about no sign be?
No, this is not the first time. Okay.
I
think the last previous elections biano almost signed, but the question is a pact, is it enforceable? Yeah. What I say? You see the word pact Sudan Sovenda, a treaty, is goodwill. Is it enforceable? Yes, baby, who had the wording of the treaty, this is the way you couching the treaty, enforceable at law, at the court of law. What I say? But we know, Yana say almost signing we are, yes, a 12 we are, and they can make a show why you do pact. Why here? Say we also ensure stability or it was a build hopes and confident commitment. It will lead the ceremony party and all the stakeholders will be in your hope and confidence. But the question is, after the elections, say Abuba Banua. Obi binu ko shitai ebinu ka so omo ko ye friend say omo ko easy ho akoye say ebinu ka say ye mpene ebinu ka say ebe ko fa ballot box ne yi enti when mu nyina no ka hu bi ena ye pese omo be sign ebe ka say idea wey the ye mpene this time around e man e happen but its implementation to ensure say peace na ba so no is in the hands of the law enforcement agencies enti who say I didn't know here no electoral commission or Oshebo say I will be accountable to my people. Electoral commission will say sign treaty say Bobaba na ye nyina e beja tum say but at the end of the day this treaty will work. This pact will work when the election is free, fair and transparent. And the transparency and the fairness of the election is the key element, is the fundamental element of all the other treaties and all the other. So in this case,
me a sign, sa agreement,
Yes.
But say abatuo no one na ho, emu anya Frenchim will be a who na emu anya pepe pa.
The pact has failed.
Okay.
The pact has failed. But the question therefore is, say, we are a leader of a country, and now we have to have trust in the EC.
Okay.
Also, EC is doing everything within only confinement, be within only enclave. So we make sure say election no the muda whole trodo. Na Ghana election ye peja adaka edichro transparent muda whole trodo bibia ni okwa akotwaba obia hunhuna obia, and our constitution is very clear on this one. So Ghana ni bia wadi mfie 18 na dwumuda ho fine onim nia oye ya we register ya train din ewo abato nwuma no mu se onkoto aba no se mre no so no okoto aba no a enipa bibiri biara entimi nsi nipa no kwan se o ma no enkoto enti mre no so na akodi line mu from 7 to 5 na okoto aba wie na se kenkan aba no wie na se emu da hotrodo na ahunhura bia amem na yanro obi akawa emfi na batia na yeboba ba no a ewo so obia gitumu enti isi eye ne famudie no krem to make sure, because the elections are won at the polling station, as Atukuba said in 2012 presidential petition. I are won in the polling stations. And the responsibility and the onus, the duty, lie on every party. So we training the agents no year. No be educating the members in year. So we kotoa ba no boko ahobrasie mu. Uwi akofie edusi ya boba waba ana opa agina ho ba menko kontokwa. Isi the any say obekan obeya announcement obeya declaration say abano aye enti onus no lies on both the EC, the security agencies and the citizenry. Okay. To make sure say aba to akotudo. But the most important thing is say Ghana is known as the beacon of democracy in West Africa, and in fact a leading in the world. Enti yama obia emfa only personal parochial interest. Emma say oba be say Ghana mine. Ghana for empene, because we don't want here to be like Rwanda. Ye pese benya Burumbura type of people. Ekotena Burundi baby. Ghana for jana kotena Burundi baby. What you say and talk about your travel in free ho, your chat in free ho, your two obi any, your two obi also say yentisa our Ghana. That is the reason why ya uko Kumasia, you walk Asante New Town. Uko Kumasia, you walk Fanti New Town. Uko Kumasia, you walk Zongo. Uko Kumasia, you walk Amnagwa. Ya wari ye ho. What you say? Maybe I'm here, you will Zongo. Can either G house also say. But house apa? Hey. Yes, me ya will Zongo. And it is difficult to say Faba say, me do kobo house.
And the answer one of us am about. Enti to the be a yenu mo Zongo ye to aba. Now, yes, we be no mark of 4 money a day. Cancel 1 minute.
In Hausa?
In Hausa.
That be only a minka.
That's how I just got a 1
No, I know the major Bukari in Mute. Kasabi, you say, yeah, we are zongo there by a house and a yard and I'm gonna fast. What is but super handle up. Let me tell you one thing. Hwɛ adeɛ Dr. Maud Baumia adeɛ na Danko Akufo-Addo ayɛ no Oko Medina ha the AstroTurf oh Medina Adenta AstroTurf ɛwɔ hɔ hwɛ kaye for infrastructure yɛde bɔ hwɛ electrical buses ba yɛ kaye for girls bi ne kɔfo ni yɛ training wɔn ɛna wɔn drive education ɔmo for free now they have seen the light so it will be difficult and in fact and a stress emphasize so we were called zongo say make a pet obi faba Ghana ye call ye we have gone beyond that konum attire konum ayi tramor ne bra ne fabako bobi our elections they have seen the light also once I was blind but now I can see blessed is the name of the Lord enti obi nkofa aba enkoya yi in simple terms baby a Ghana do no your economy your friends a country no stabilize baby a Ghana do no e wiase hwe yen baby a Ghana do no obi me say aha asumdue wa ha obi a Ghana do no enye nenko ana 7 December we nko na the first time I koto aba baby a Ghana do no experience in the civil war bi a so massive e be yan mame mre one more di 89 years e be dwane across the borders because mame onte French oko Ivory Coast ontimi nkasa oko Burkina Faso ontimi nkasa oko Togo ontimi nkasa and therefore there's the need for all of us to remember say we have one nation. We are one people. We have one destiny. You intermarry. You are from different tribes. And a school is and to your peace pact now. You make sure say you better near say and the factor. Am your constitution. Am your mbra. Am your sumdue. A dinkunim. A woman. About one day is a promise and commitment. Say you better hold true do. Na me no any wow. Any wow would you know? Ya said the any say. Ye beje ni sene de fata ye to aba ni wi a ya ma obi amedada amese ya adwene the peace pact has been signed this is not the first time nemum ye ma na nya adwuma na fa mo Ghana ho bai
cancer no pay ye bedo ase in fact very powerful ye hwani because no can be say ya ware ye ho me mete hai me maame a wo me ne papa efi kroboduma se me maame o me ne papa ye friend papa anmo no fi kroboduma se me papa nso maame efri bodada oti region kanena ye a Volta region enti me te ai kasabem ena me free so aho enti ya ware ye ho bebre enti ye nhwe se ye be ma ba ye koto no aya asumdwem ena me ka no me maame o me ne papa efi Kobodumase. And I met papa nso maame efi bodada. And say you know say we are kroboni na o say akoto about to nti we make kwantwibu asi akobone a. One say wa na no aye ne bone. Ufi bodada. Na nso say about to nti o mentokwa ba na aye me bone a. Say wa na nso no aye ne bone. The same thing. It cuts across. Ti yehwe yi se be ya yemma ohaw bia mabra ye beto abai the bon krata no empensen mu no ohema adwo akyerewa ba na yabobos na na de shoto no ode ba na de we me koka me ka ne ha ono obeke ka akere me enti me ka bra o metena so oten so de ende na afane sa ankwa konwa no so ohema
Mr. NG.
Na ho ye de.
Nyame adom wacha me nkwa na.
O ye okay de. Akonwa no so ye comfortable.
Akonwa no ne sha o na nya me.
Mo.
Akonwa no sha.
Na say me makoso.
Oh, so we say your sizes mi mu odu kakra sen.
Waji atum.
Oh, mi mu odu kakra sen o sen de. Mi mu odu kakra sen ti akonwa no ne sha na enye me na ma me nye.
Obi e metina akonwa so nka se sha. Adwene ohema.
Ani do mu ntimi nka ncho.
Ya no eyo mo de mo fere wa.
Bia no mu ntimi nka ncho akonwa ne sha fa bibia me sha.
You try long shot na eja ndo pick long shot na ibe wi akonwa no ne sha. Ana se.
Na nipa no wote so no wote.
Ohema papers ni.
That's
no, mama, emfa nia mikura yi ensha ase ewa ha. The Daily Statesman animu ha. Ena Daily Statesman animu ha no ube unse oche hene osaje fo amoetiafo pani ni mfoni da ha ena kane mampani John Agyapong kufo ono so ni mfoni eda ha na mpanimfo baanu ete ha omo hwe omo ho anim na omampani dada John Agyapong kufo eko ofuripani fie chebi ekosa oche hene osaje fo amoetiafo pani na omampani dada kufo ka se so hwa Omo akopre mampani adwo afi abatu num no nyina no ohwe Dr. Mamudu Bawumia ne policies ode aba ene the best baby aga na adru no ebetumi ama Ghana akọ nanim enti omampani dada John Agyapong kufo na sama wo ka eno no ono de ose policies de oman enkoso oba no eno ohun se Dr. Mamudu Bawumia de no edem soronkonkora enimu ha ya eno se minister ako commission agomenya market no eno obehu katafa etoso meyensa katafa etoso meyensa nanso ba story no eniha edakata o katafa etoso enan enti oswafo a wo hwe mantam ni nkrunkuma amamu eso omanyamfo Martin Ejemensa Kosa ena agomenya edwa wasi wo ho no wakobia no ene kan ye pa eno wo odumase krobo ho ena wakobie ano enti sa project na oyeye no enhyehyeye a abenya yese ode boa apagya edwa ahodo emu no eno na ka ho enti agomenya de no wawi a okobi ano na obakatafa etoso 9 heya o se na pledges to support Bawumia to enhance free SHS see I can say free SHS na de ahweyi na akoto aba se saban yoti suedia fasho adwum se in advance agu enti se okoto aba emo mampenda da John Romani Mahama any ND sana de aso adwum se if you all kono why crowd so be pesika e dey tua oba school fees if you say twam de on be twam animo ha o say Ghana will win, peace will win, and no your MPP flag bearer declares Dr. Mamudu Bawumia odi MPP when ko no any makopro ma penedwa na nra peace agreement no mko san ye no dey to dwa se ye to oba no wi a Ghana na bedi nkunim na asomdwe nso e na ebedi nkunim enti Dr. Mamudu Bawumia na nsemo a ode to dwa enra eno no on the onpe basabasa bia ono anka so nam ho ahu si din boko onpe haw na emumu no se Ghana be kọ nanim eno na ehia no enti o say abana o say honest 41 teachers for outstanding performance eno ewo krata yi mu na obehu Sasam no ewa katafa etoso enson ma hye badwani owo etiwa east abaton peso ano so ewa poe mante mu odmanyamfo abana osei asare na achechefo makomako aduanan baako a wowo na abaton peso ano so no wabo wamba so esan adwuma soronko a wayeye enti ose award ceremony anansa abasobode abasobodwumade no koso wo enyinam ukuada etwam ya enyem ho na mefako mikurum enti sebeya ebehye etichafo aka no so nkranti na wayesa abasobode ede ema achechefo no enti wone achechefo no bebere ehia adwumade no ase no na MPP twetwe pani owura Frimpong kodua lawyer Frimpong kodua no nso ewo hobi enti mfoni no eda ha kama ohema
yo Mamimfa daily graphic double quarter no entwaso. Daily graphic double quarter no front page ha for ne kama mienu. Dr. Mamudu Bawumia ya wotu Franka dema NPP amanyoko ni mfoni ni. Kane mampeni John Dramani Mahama so mfoni. ene dahe. Na some work and say 2024 elections, Baumia Mahama signs peace pact. 11 other candidates conquer. Afe election security task force engages UTAG. Inti yena yenim say ye babeto abey bambo agina tuko no woma kom ho abomu aye task force womo na behwe ma abato aye beto no ebe ya sumdwe boko na task force no womo nenam womo eco institutions ahodo mu ko hyehyia institutions ahodo groups ahodo nti no womo ahia UTAG for University Teachers Association of Ghana and womo ne womo atwetwe nkoma eno ho nsem krata e dia baya IGP ehye womo bo se abato we beye abato a beye asumdwe boko in fact beye asumdwe krasen abato bia yato no omenyi emu na electricity challenges fixed, lights on across country, energy minister and I say na nkane no shede nyina ne nan so papa bi ho na ebu nani prebi ne ho na ebu nani prebi sam eno na osoafo ya ohwa hode ne ho nsam so chese si ade kane na gina ne nan so ewo mamu ni mu nyina glyco calls for peaceful elections. Now, Oba back page has say President inaugurates Akim-Oda Market. Precious Jewels Ladies Association donates to Insom Orthopedic Training Center. See, daily graphic and someone who do be an pay what they buy be no Mr. Entry.
Okay, Mamemfa, the new weekend crusading guide and twaso. Two ya toy nkwada de yan kofo de ko hunahuna nkrofo yi eno bi na wo kire se sa toy nkofo de hunahuna nkrofo no nam so ma Dr. Steven Amoa ono so twen tu ana ono so de bo ne ho ba fi se say ye de tu ni bi ko hunahuna no se de nti na so ono so atwe etu no bi na ode ebo ne ho eban enti mu amonam ye beto aba na wode toy etu ehunahuna nkrofo asante mantem ne mea ya aka no madawoma monya hweyi unse ohima be ka ya wone a wodi kan koye bi no enipa do no nsia bi aposifo che wo mo esanse de wo mo eye ni nyina no enya de a eboa na kata ye ni mu ha ya nso na ose ura alan kojo chematin omo che se omanfo fra mantem che se woyi omanpani dada wanya no ba bi ko Rollins efi hɔ a ɔno ene won agya otoso mienu eno so ha and I say Agyapong group Zoom Lion work for peace win souls for Christ enti hu Agyapong adwumayefo no na okuta placards ne ade ohyehyɛ won taade a ene enrap me hu bibire omo mprepra ne nyina obi ahyehyɛ ntaade ne bi omo ede eboa se omen ya somdwe a yomu no ebekɔ so atena hɔ enti wonhwɛ se ne ebeya a onso yo mo fam de amagana ni bi enti oni bo atade no so omo ma cheye se nkofo hu sa somdwe wo mu no ye be ma no atena ho osi Buisa South MP aspirant allegedly assaults journalist enti oba ha ubon se abranti bi da empaso e wa ha enti nonso nia etse no political party signs peace pact no e wa ha as Baumia urges opponents to embrace peaceful elections. Enti Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and Rasmus Japamo nyina de won sakosha ase no de ato ne nuanu mo gyina pre o mampani adwane nyina enim se mo me nyina kan hu na ye ma aba ye beto no enye asumdwie. Enti the new weekend crusading guide and krata and some of the buy no e bi na mabobo so no ahema.
For daily guide, the Obokrata no entwastoe. Baumia to win polls with 50.2%. IPG research. And our traders commend election security task force. 2024 elections. Presidential candidates sign peace pact. Elkugwa chief petitions minister over hospital name. Kufuor reaffirms support for Baumia. And daily guide that she had their sports. Ghana trash India to pick bronze in FIFS World Cup. Intino Ghana dear woman and no na Institute of Progressive Governance IPG and a 1 year nationwide research be efa about one I bet on the 7th December no na one more say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia wotu franka Edema NPP amanyuko no se yakasa aba no ye to ne se CA ya obedi mu nkunim 50.2%. Nti enra omo research no omo findings ni emu enema nyina no omo de baye ema omo de Ghanaian Mampani John Dramani Mahama eto 47.3%. And okay ka independent candidate no ebubo mu a omo nso nyina no omo ejina 2.5%. Ya krata yi de ho amanebo aba krata nanim ha senti wo ba krata fa to so me sa asema meken ni nchire mu no e wo ho pa ti we the daily guide the obokrata no the chronicle. I will change the face of sports in Ghana when elected president again John Dramani Mahama and an infoni dahe and the chronicle for months.
Na Ebra no was sports net is saying.
Emi one. And they said your mama was 4 years and waiting the ABBI.
Na nyo no ka say 4 years and say or obi o mampani.
Eti na ya me one way. Eti na ya me one way. Eti what has changed? Then as say enti say there 4 years and waiting ABBI. 4 years ni ya na ebenye nkukọ ne mponche ne eyi ni wo mu no 4 years no na ye de jata no ne sebo no bekọ akoton aba no 4 years ni mu na ye bekọ ani mu no wo mu no 4 years no amu na ne 4 years
no amu nso na omo mpese omo ye brudo no ye bobo
ense be bobo ayi mo yes
on they say 4 years ni so enti na man ketenkete no an
na ye ketenkete na ni so ade hu na ase wo fom
it is sports no kwan be na obefa so aye no yie no
and we busa bi because what be mampani dent no nenka bibi wo wa be adan na wanye
no ne question
because wo ye mampani abedi akire ansa na wo be ye mampani so you were in charge
yeah
ultimi nka nchem se ye mampani abedi akire no na wo nye hwe se de Dr. Mahmoud Bawa me mampani abedi akire wo ne ma waye you were in charge enti no abaye mampani aye mampani abedi akire ni nyina no wantimi anya hwe enfie nan no na de be
na enfie na da bia me ka me se enfie na edi kan no a na onim so bepa enfie na fofura ka o man no ye ne san na ne ya de ma na wo mebie mu no ene ese no de ne ya wu
eno wo be miewa ma so enam no a wari ama na ka dompe no
ese dompe no no wo de dade e bo so agugu no afufi mu nyina na afi watu agu no okọ
na wawie mu kra Precious Minerals Marketing Company, the success story via strategic investments. And Dampari led security task force meets TUC in Accra. It's, task force no almost a committee if you're the phone trade union congress and so they say meeting groups who main institutions who in I said the mad rush for NPP t-shirts in Ashanti region. It's in the Chronicle. The Chronicle quotation the buy say Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 5. It is better not to make a vow than to make one and not fulfill it. Okay. See, I feel na Matthias somewhere. We know me the better front page kakaka na feel na Matthias. Say na me want say Chronicle na na I can't even penny John Dramani Mahama front page come. And then the Bible mu asem we ase.
Na daily guide and I heard
Akosia cartoon ni. Na ase papa bi na ti hwe yi a ase ne ti wi na fupa na ohwemu din ase wa bod bibi duku bi wo so a bibi sinsin akire e na akire no ye de safoa ahye ne ti no achi no ase duku no a wabo ne tenten no ye de safoa ahye akire na safoa ne sen ho e na chichi da na mo maso e na wasi onapo back door key no ba ko ya chiro ho back door e na kese na ese mfimfin no ya chiro ho main door teenager say minim say ohwe infoni dia foni nka say you
ania
ka say Mr. Speaker
sa
ana
say me hu na wo ho
anga ya say Mr. Speaker na say do ye o na po na asafo ne ba ko ye back door na ba ko ye main door and then say parliament ya tumu ane say ya tumu de safo na say
no dey say o na po so no ye NDC and NDC for so mra na ye o na po
na say jo mam eti watum there be for nini momu de I think say Ghanaian Mampani jo mama mum
okay
yes SM jo mama na watum ena chasa safo ani say nitim ese nitina no se duku no ode abo nitino ena ese nitina no
okay
ena so na apo
okay
ba ko ka safo no ba ko ye back door ena ba ko ye main door ese parliament ne uhwemu dia na esa ko so ka tu be so tese do ma amatum
that's it oyema saba no be kwa akotro
oh definitely
Unkofo ayo mo ba shop or no cancel you hon sem share.
Oh bebre pa.
Because always say, nyame amfefie na sento kwesi a untimi ntumirika. The reason why e ba ko pe. Se camera no mo pick a long shot na ka be undi ntam so untimi ntumirika no.
Me senju e so se untimi ntumirika.
Oh ja.
Bibia nsi mbo na America to aba.
Bibia de ensi na America pan so de untimi ntu.
Na sa me kwa jogging nti e betimi de nanti di mu ohye.
Nanti e mu ohye na nya jogging ye America. There's some American and some jogging. What's it?
Eh, Mr. Enchimeti here to me go.
Some long shot and some one.
Omo
More long shot in the near where the amemi near tro. Long shot in our way in the Aponiano, and I say a day. Oh, ma, me know
Mr. Enchi into my end, sir.
And I said, you know, me one say. Maybe I
Mr. Enchi in your canoe whoa.
Maybe when you for train that way, when you for train that way,
and Bruce be a
Saponiano is so will be a
and Bruce be a
or him, Baba, me know where you are. Or him, I do actually why and a bellboy, man, me did the bo and Catana Tifino, and then a mobile sono, a bread war. Enchibia, Mr. Christian Donko, a bet nasi. Yɛne na twetwe nkɔmɔ na ansa bɛhyɛ nkɔmɔ twetwe no ase ma me nna ne me ho na menye nkra to mra sisi a yɛba ya yɛhyɛ nkɔmɔ twetwe no ase twɛn me ba sisi a Medwa so go so share the dialogue and I pay me the controversy I teacher entry. Ora Christian Donko oh yeah. Audit papa just say sika semone idiom patron femfa na fichiri. Ono na fia there be our bebo wine sika sem. Mr. Donko,
Chief,
marching.
you miss me also this morning.
Now where dey?
What they were.
On down for what is saying.
As usual. Oh, show. I was in Chairman Pan. Yeah, this weekend, a yana program been to me. Every be anime water.
Oh, okay.
I don't force what they go.
Me don't
this morning, said, yeah, I'm sure program the pa.
There's one penny I could be or down markets and what could be ano.
Hey, now who here? Champion. Or that is there's a brutal.
Wow.
Interesting to be a road, you know. Once with this tractors near the coin,
yeah.
She says, or down a road now from across Okono. Yeah, bem.
Wow.
I asked a double road.
Wow.
Now, we kosa. Once agenda 111 also. Before a subua.
Yeah.
And Tian Channel so is almost 80% complete.
Wow.
And Tiobaba Bibiano.
Yeah.
And Tiamu Bagquining.
Okay.
And the champion. Project, you know, on commission vehicle, on no great you. Near Wahono is just 10%.
Wow.
Because me now, and I mean, yes, sure, so bet to me a commission before the election.
Because as a project, not also.
That does too much.
Okay. Mr. Nonkwe,
yes.
So Sanet here they are. They are conform so can say as a one penny commission project or project be
good
because say what Bob Bessia no abroso. The binum canono. Say oh akufo-addo waye ade waye nyuma bebre na opposition no can say ne watumi aye ne nyina is it say besia na wabo bebre na otumi de ye empuntu nyuma no ana.
Yes, I think it's a project here for this question. But let me use this opportunity there's to explain this our debt level now. Okay. Bury the argument in now.
Okay.
Look, let me tell you, as we speak now, our debt level is $51.1 billion.
$51.1
billion.
Okay.
If you convert it at current rate, then you'll be getting about 735 billion Ghana cedi.
Okay.
That is the level of it. And this is how it came about. Okay. Cumulative from the past president up to this time. Now,
and to figure now what can and yet a car akufo-addo nko ba yi e no abebo.
Debbie,
if a mind penny for a benyina no pain so.
Very good.
And a masaka way nyina.
Very good.
It kana wo bodi se Ghana kano. Enye akufo-addo nko abesi.
Debbie. And to my main church,
okay.
President will be at the count.
Okay.
Then you appreciate President Nana Akufo-Addo.
Okay.
Look, when Rawlings was leaving power, he left a debt of $7.8 billion.
Okay.
And he, I know they we say Kufuor. I think there was a rebasing. So apparently it was say 7.16 billion. And Ojaya. Now the President Kufuor no. Also by that time now the economy is so bad they say Kufuor took a decision to take us to IMF. And then they call
yeah.
Sa ya de kan chiche
and epic
no tia de kan bi chiche bebre nti President Kufuor bae no na after some dia chen no what do I do to lift up the country nti hono no start e buru kakra remember so no kra na de international market first se kobo sa euro bond ya de nti he was able to manage our debt na at the time he was living, now an increase from 7.16 billion to 8.07.
That is on
all the other count and do $1 billion. $0.91 billion in all the count. Inti all befino na $8.07 billion. Now, then unfortunately, ana edema Professor Tamers into Professor Tamers so by no besum and on so na kufa pewu way for international market say you beka Agyapong enti ono so by no move debt no the time Sebi Nyankopon fa ne currency wo bewu no near debt no move from the 8 to about 14 billion.
Okay.
And also hand you over the Mahama. Into Mahama no. Then Mahama also borrowed into Usha. Mahama ni Atamis 8 years. Usha ni omode car President Kufuor 8 billion. And we 21.15 billion.
Okay.
Both Atamas and then Mahama.
Amumi nko
anti amu borrow 21.15 billion. What you say? Into the kaka President Kufuor de no jai 8 billion no necessary data Akufo-addo ebetoye our heritage no 29.22 billion patriotic calculation you 29.22 billion.
29.22 billion. Na omanpenda da mills. And omanpenda da Mahama de wum 21.15 billion. Within 8 years.
Very good.
Okay.
And before mo dia na 8 billion.
Okay.
So the count is 29.22
no.
Now, the time they were leaving the power, na unim. On say normally no. This way no you try in foreign money dollars. What do you say? But here account where you converted from the dollars into our local currency.
Okay.
Until the time they were leaving the power, we share a Ministry of Health for amu report amu at that 2016. 2017 hand over no. Now the exchange rate was 4.2.
Okay.
Until if you multiply the 29.22 billion by the 4.2, then a normal an amount of 122 billion Ghana cedi. What must I say? Because the exchange rate was 4.2.
Okay.
Until if you multiply the 29.22 by the 4.2, then you know when you're 122.2 billion.
Okay.
In terms of Ghana cedi,
okay.
So what must I say? Now. But remember that all this debt now, you call your market a long-term debt.
Okay.
What I say, maturity level may be 10 years, 15 years. Until 29.22 billion now, a 21.15 number can afford the annual. Ne a be mature in 10 years' time, in 15 years' time. Until the time I'm fee power no, ne kufa do beji no. Na sad that ni starting to cry.
Oh, okay.
What you say? Until no, say exchange rate no, economy no, na ekano so economy. Until young funny said to you. 50 I'm contracted, Osha be 10 years, 15 years. Akufo-addo buy 8 years. And from now going, that profile, sa 29.22 now, Akufo-addo inherited. Afena,
oh, okay.
And here report now, Nina can debt 51 point,
Okay.
And but remember, say exchange rate ne change. And so now, if you look at 2014 Ministry of Finance, I'm a reporter, I'm a years is here now. The last count, exchange rate, I'm going to use 16.4. Now convert it. So when me catch us, I'm a debt now, I'm cumulating, which is I'm on 21.15. A be mature in 10-20 years time. In the after ni ebetua. In the na can debt profile no.
Okay.
And now no, sisi ane ye report are converting into Ghana cedi. And to convert I'm 21.15 billion dollars no. Into now the dollar is 16.4. Now we convert it. Now sa 734 no. Bahama mu die wom.
Wow.
What am I saying? Now, when you convert, into into the current rate, no, which is my friend say 16 point, when you change it, dear Mahama Mubo Kano, Amugotu, a loan is 300. Amudiana shifty is Amudiana a shifty call 393 million, a billion Ghana cedis. Converted.
Wow.
What am I saying? And the 122 billion bill. Because that debt is still part of the 51.1 billion here they can see.
Okay.
What am I saying?
Into me about into say no.
Yeah.
A car penny akufo-addo beto ye no.
Yes.
Na ni nyina $29.22 billion.
Yes.
Na sa $29.22 billion no. Na Mahama omampenda da Mahama eno omampenda da Mills de wom $21.15 billion.
Very
in a womb. Okay. Enti so what they $21.15 billion no.
Yeah.
Esan sabesia na omko boy no. Ni tua no na ne branso ye na afi na ebe so na ebi nso abeso omampani akufo-addo pen yi so enti no. So what sesa o convert omo 21.15 billion no o de multiply and the dollar rate no a
good
e ka Ghana de no nyina no emu 393 billion eye e ka omampani da Mahama ne Mills e boy
very good. And that is so that is almost the young one. So the president before the 8 billion also come one. What do you say? Now acquire 29.22 billion. And this I will convert here into current rate as well. Now and also here 473.8 billion.
Wow.
And from President before the end of Jayano, from Mahama the end of Atamis Jodiano, from Mahama did Jayano. Sad Amuja 29.22 billion, converting into current right, but because that debt is still in our debt profile 51
okay.
And this I will convert every count 29 by 16 one. We have 437.8 billion. And the non necessary current debt, which is 763 billion. And the amudi any free money who akufo-addo sika actually or bossing boy. And if you multiply subtract it, 763 billion. Now what you amudi 400 and a free and none of them actual sika akufo-addo nsakaye.
Okay.
Awo di ejuma.
Okay.
So what is it?
Enti amenya akufo-addo.
Yes.
Na besia no abebo no ebi wo kra na or dey settle your debt.
Ye ba ho.
Okay.
Ye ba ho. Enti 763 billion according to Ministry of Health report 2024 year. What do you say? So converting into Ghana cedi say. Enti you convert Mahama mu de 29.99 billion. So like I said, no, unya 473. So multiply 473. Efrim akufo-addo usha so far sika wa bob bisiano is close to 300 billion. And no the dollar component in here. Dollar component in here almost 21.88 billion. And Mahama borrowed 21.15 billion. And the akufo-addo the end by 21.88 billion.
Okay.
Into difference ben the and the difference a woman ketwe bi pay akufo-addo aboro aseno. And the debt of 7 sa amokano. This is the wrong calculation they have been doing.
Okay.
And unim amafa 7 Bank of Ghana for the no 763 billion. And amwati amudi and the time na exchange rate near 4.2.
I don't know more calculation.
Now mati 122 nefrim. And amuti free more. I'm say 763 minus 122. I'm different. I'm say Akufo-Addo aboka 641 billion.
Enti say ahwefo mu tie ne Mr. Donko. Kan ye dia. NDC for besi omo ekoboye me kire omampenda da mahama ene omampenda da nos besi om koboye na eye $21.15 billion.
Good.
Almost send the abagana see the mua. No more the old time.
Very good.
Send your near $4.2 no. And on the calculation, you know. Now so I can't be a half any idea see the new chia.
Very good.
I can't be a half any idea see the new chia. Name mono some calculating. Omampani Akufo-Addo there no a year $21.88 billion.
Now the current
state. Now so based on our boy now why the current rate in the
very good.
No almost the same. No the old rate, you know, and I your calculation.
Very good.
No the current rate I Akufo-Addo there.
Very good.
So Akufo-Addo there na be kosoro. No more there no aba. Diabolic calculation for
because we about 21.15 billion. Akufo-Addo the no say 21.88 billion. And the head and I say Akufo-Addo is doing wonders because he has overborrowed. This is what we say. And most of the debt no mukoko borrow no. A long term, 15 years, 20 years. Into a binum granny and starting to
okay.
Meanwhile, Bank of Ghana reporter saw converting to current rate not the shop. And from now going, you know, Akufo-Addo borrow more than even 400 billion biara.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to even know what the funny dollar no, or no about 20 or no about so funny why 21.88 billion. When you multiply the current dollar, it will give you need your account. Then no for my so there 21.15 billion. Now I convert it into 16.8. No one knew the year and second 700 a year. As simple as ABCD.
Na yen kan so hu say sika no a omampani dada mahama no omampani dada nos ekoboro ye no. Bebere ho crime say judgment debt omo ye no de kotua.
Yeah.
Judgment debt na ebekwa mo nkrofo. And I'm listening to the coach.
Yeba.
Yeba. Okay.
Now, enti Akufo-Addo buy Niama even to the extent say what to me a borrow way, then what to me a concept will be the wonders. This is what had happened. Look, Akufo-Addo inherited a bad economy. Economy na and to me is sustaining. Remember that. Look, Oji na as a set of conjure magic. No make it yourself. And near maybe or home, or bad the better to before and sana. A my friend say road no so I smooth and manako.
Okay.
And like you were saying, one, he needed to do near friend of debt reprofiling.
Okay.
In this case, Runim, Mahama would year 21.15 billion. Dollars now some they contracted this loan with high interest rate.
Okay.
And now a company now first one high interest rate Uber to replacing with low interest rate.
Okay.
And so comparable be over to low interest rate. What is it? Now all the best is but high interest rate.
Okay.
When you do that, then you will be able to revenue are expected from budget, Expenses are only to your interest rate for.
Okay.
And you get a lot more to do work. What was the thinking? Because what borrow 21.15. Now your amount interest rate, what 12%, 15%, 18%, 20%, very high. In this case, remember say principal need Utriano, maybe in 15 years now, but you will service the interest annually from Otaxa Ojijiwaha. Nase, what about high interest rate? Osha, the time of Kujuta Block last Amoka said Ghana Kran, the Akufo-Addo, Benye Sika were him or there because if you take two transactions, higher interest rate we pay on our debt, interest rate alone, any salary. It takes over 80% of our revenue. Inti sika be no benya de aye road ni ade. But no nim say adwenkese oho. So the first action was to go for loans with lower interest rate.
Okay.
Now the best send the one now contracting higher.
The nature say, Omanpenda da mahama no kwaje besia ehun si hu no wosoro pa.
Very good.
Ana omanpenda akufo-addo ba no say there is a na tie dia ma me kɔ pɛ besia na si hu no ɛwɔ fam. Na me mfa nkɔma omo a ananya sa omanpenda da mahama kɔdwom de na ɛwɔ soro no.
Very good.
Sɛ na ɛbɛ ya ensi hu no ye benya na ɛwɔ fam.
Very good. International you prepare budget. Ye sika ebe mobilize locally no. Yan fa kese pa enkonko twa interest rate bi.
Okay.
Na mo be reduce am.
Okay.
So what the first move. And that was perfect. So the loan or contract here no be to take off that high interest rate.
Okay.
And now the ship. Inti aboa na ma. The budget obey the interest rate no echo from kakra. Am I? And here one magic am wonya sa you know. Beyond that too. Another magic and I say, oh yeah, ne seven no so that you see can mobilize one hand on fan conco tria and 2 months of one say these people are uneasy people. When say after the doom son I'm so when they plunge into doom so and I'm called contract from the PPA contract. So I winning take or pay agreement.
Yeah.
And then that take of pay agreement, you know. Look, there were excess power. We here, but because of no coffee me contract, no me nyami dia gumi bottom one drink Ghanaian, you know. They contracted it. Ma a binom contractor to produce power here. A binom crowd the power no crowd. Now produce it's just feasibility studies. And we have mobilization, we have enter. And it resulted in a good father craving power, no $30 $500 million every year.
So now they were doing all these. No more yes, I am away, you know, said a bear, on Benya Quenya Sikago.
Very good.
And to me, corner say interest rate na henny, the Bama crass. Some Minyami Diakumi Botum, the mine on a decker.
That's it.
Intermedia Minyama, some Minyami Diabigumbo to moi. Ain't it power no? Yeah, the machines no aba. Yeah, in fair Very
good.
And so now power no ya produce yeah, fair but me mean fast one Minyagumi Botum, Ghana for Moka.
Sadity. Now, money is dangerous, and they say. Agreement they sign with the PPA, you know. Tio, old ne Sabio. Who contract no be a diamond. Not say I didn't win here a year. And someone would detect the pace of the agreement.
Yeah.
Say, Ebia, one so uncle from Crowd, but one to try me because me because by that time you were contracting over 5,000 mega whatever it is. Now your peak demand was about 2008.
2,200 na can
into the other. You know what I did? But they signed with it across say, Sabambi Banakaso or Chumukrana will pay judgment debt to them. And Akufo-Addo was tying the neck. You can't do anything. Sam Mepani said, I take or pay 1 year. And Obaboka. And that one who was a clause a year nation. Now, on that time, not John, your friend, John Jinapobino. No, I know one energy. What account on them, Mahama, no, send his spokesperson. Was so yeah, and no, so what the parliament so your energy aspect was part of those people who were signing no go but nobody. So they signed, they put on the head of a government $500 million every year to pay. And so what did we say? As a son, no negotiating. Nabua, and just had their consolidated fund, near Bemono, near Pesa Oye, any policies, I saw implementing it. I'm Ghana for no money. I train Krasa. And in your happiness, a one on EBA agreement, their agreement. And I be brena as some are more reasonable. Into be brena back off. At your says, I'm paying suspending your operation. Nema abaying mokasa. Because once someone said one in the pay. Yet Tiana's are buying to Yama and as economy crash here. Power no crying, so they agreed. But I almost back up, Bomubaco now. Who should no crowd to me say, you almost send a form some company. I know you are GG as oh, and your budget judgment debt. So it's resulted in Akufo-Addo paying a judgment debt of about $137 million at the moment just to back up. And it was better because Saul could have 500 million on something, na se sabi you no man negotiating a bit back off na saka wake it well your corner judgment there no so a one-off transaction would you na sama. So on there or see the bitching channel the beko and on your judgment there say and buy an 137 million nessa bank country. Now who cause them? One kasana who sign agreement and now who power bill. Sign agreement. A power who here in Tikawudia what sign. The best thing you can do for Ghana, say Obeka say, oh, say my Adiano Kranianya no take or you will say take and pay. Oh, me produce man as a who you soon then you pay for it. Now and come with the for example. Was oh what that who produce here yentia. And he near buy agreement. Then you put in the agreement say Sabai Bana a son quantity known to me here. Or Casso Chumwa. Judgment debt. And now, George Prapono, and now with the judgment debt now, Munya, or Baka say, Senka buy to your master one, judgment debt, no, and can you bet you pay $18 million to pay? Look at it. 18 was now when you were signing that, the walk sign, no one say here power because I don't want to work with Fado. Opesa would tighten, then you did that. And Akufo-Addo negotiating no so save consolidated fund na kakra because nka tem bi obetua $500 million and ma otumi conserve a lot into the consolidated fund. So what must say now the next move and send Akufo-Addo etumi say once with the we say IMF agreement say Jankopon adom otumi turn ne ho run. No, make you say we way off the IMF. When you weigh off the IMF bar, it's more good image. Until with this move, so yeah, now my into one say way off from there, and also save one. Am I to be called international market to borrow at a low interest rate?
Yeah.
So what I say, and then one say conditionalities never honest. Now I so damn say on to me implementing the policies, because most of the policies, because of the previous bad economic management, now I'm for the embargo at so the because now Ghanaians needed the Akufo-Addo to recruit into the public sector. Meanwhile, our Koji loan, our IMF, I'm the insure to public sector recruitment. Just a Akufo-Addo conjure magic. And making you say, well, way off all the conditionalities from there before I go to me and recruit to OTS. So that was also a very smart mover. Or or to me, we need the confidence to come. So,
as for young Kai said, and come on, ye, as someone I may be said. Bessia says, Sikado say, and I am putting my whole drawer, MPP are buying, and I'm drunk Akufo-Addo, a dear anymore, why you know. And the NDC for be can say, oh, yes, Animania, because Bobby Sam and Abroso. And come on, ye, and that's one no, entity as say. NDC for so, one who say, Akufo-Addo, a commission near my project, I can say, baby. No more see the enter to me, I say, or Bobby Sam and Abroso. And no, and I may be sir, Ura, Christian Donko, and I watch it nearby a Bessia. Omampenda da Mills and Mahama, a boy. Send your mother Ghana for calculate on the normal the old rates, dollar and our calculate. Now more calculate Omampenia Akufo-Addo, they are normally the current rate. Now so can I boy and the heart they say yeah the current rate in the 2 years are good. And a BM watch him Kwanya Omampenia Akufo-Addo fast so magic or conjure and start away this Gadia punting. My honor say yeah, I feel no joining a son and community.
Very good. And also the IMF, there were a lot of conditionalities. And Nina also brought down to Akufo-Addo policies also in Rule 1. They cancelled nursing training allowance because of the IMF conditionalities. I will say nursing and training allowance. Nina come.
Okay.
Otiase. And then Osha we so among public sector recruitment. No de atoso. And these policies Akufo-Addo buy so metua nursing training allowance. Metua ma ho. Metua and making sure and I say me for people who are public sector. Enti na only time cra. Enti so making sure say or the arrangement betua e betumi ama IMF funya confidence now to me off the conditionalities and exactly with a smart move our year make us or restructure your debt so PPA agreement in the no who said that the money is serious. So what happened was that immediately now all those conditionalities were removed. And then the Akufo-Addo was able to restore back the nursing and teachers training allowance. He was able to make sure that was starting recruit into the public sector. Why wouldn't him say nurse for I'm back on more than 5 or 4 years. Na young phobia public sector. Inti when we na confidence in the buy, so they said. And then immediately one policy and a very good partner says so to me and said, look, that's social intervention free SHS. To be able to do that, remember Sania IMF. And freebies, because of the poor management at the back, and necessary a way of so that free SHS be a new social intervention will be able to do that. And confidence in the buy, and to me role. First year now, to me role at the free SHS at the buyer and then in Kolani na school. So that was the first move. Akufo-Addo and ma one or to me conserve a lot into the consolidated fund. Because the debt in the expenditure need your borrow, and you're far from what NDC and this also borrowed. Like only that when they are doing their calculation. No, I call you so old interest rate. Or see, I 122 billion. But I'll show you total debt na 51 a year. No, I converting into new exchange rate. No, when you total, no, I think it's 122. No, or see, Akufo-Addo borrow over 500 billion. As we calculate Akufo-Addo, no, na entisa. What am I saying? Now, Akufo-Addo to implement policies in the year, catcher will say now. As I said then, she said consolidated fund, I you treat us into Quamben, I will be first one. You bet to me, I into one. A good father, no, and say, look, all wasteful expenditure, I will do away with it. Expenditure be a wasteful. I into me one. Mean family home question because I don't have time. As I'm making sure I get money for free SHS. I have to recruit public into the sector. Into him, you identify some the irrelevant expenditure happening at the previous
administration.
Yes, because you see, the damage they caused to themselves, the previous administration, they engage in so many transactions that are very detrimental to the economy and messing up the economy. Very, very bad transactions. And my people been told, look, when they came in, the first expenditure they did, 2008, President Akufo-Addo, is to spend much on transitional team. Transitional team, I'm team 1.2 billion. Ghana City. 1.2 million Ghana City. Akufo-Addo didn't do that. Look, if you look at the report, transitional team, Sika Nkosua getting na Nkosua lunch, Yamu Obiluyan lunch, no Makoyo buffet near the Kakrebi. When would you 1.2 Nkosua che no 12 billion ye Akufo-Addo something you do. Unim when they came to power and Omuji agena na unim. I'm prepare first budget. No, I'm the judgment debt. At the share budgeting, judgment debt. And I'm called for buy I'm motivating for say beer. I'm fee say I'm only about when your contract. And I'm motivating say now when you buy the judgment debt about to Mumra Mufayam court, the entry mamma. And now why you tell me that they are court. And you try 52 million Ghana City. Then champion 2008. This money was very big. And no, ya chicha mo kudu tabla ko amna mu ye and no ye ya ono asofo abobra and all this officer this storm integrity. And no chicha mom who say Shatta Wale. So what I say, and so that was another useless expenditure. But what is a me judgment debt? Some in Tiamobi. Once I have free SHS to implement, once I have nation training allowance to restore, and to say no. And what the embassy. And the 1, 2 moves I say transitional team once many bibia a judgment debt and as well. One far bibia could tria useless judgment debt bia. As a matter of fact, a good for the years they say, yeah. Sa PP agreement no mo am ko sign sa so the clause here mo ke kufado soon and ka consolidated fund no obi no what me age judgment debt free what you say e beja minute e bia anyam eyi bia you can have a decent so protecting the consolidated fund, that's initial protection and your here to be able to conserve more to start the implementation of the so what I said now. Then, look, beyond that, to protect the consolidated fund, then there was transactions previous administration did. Very bad transactions. I'm not going to engage in those transactions. And the actual transactions should be effective consolidated fund. I want to know for Sikana the Papa Bia. 1, look, you will be said. Young Kotadie, Nayamfa and Mohubeye impred Ediasa. Young Kotadie, Nyam from Bohum Prediasa, Edianai, and Yajan. Inside the enemy Yebida. And if you look at it, a good to conserve a lot and a consolidated fund. Bahama Bird 1 interchange, $255 million. Cycle 1. Just fly over $170 million. Now, Ebubado started now. We are building four. What is the Pokwasi interchange? Obechebi, Tema, and there's a 4. $285 million. Meanwhile, on starting in India, no one said 3 years down the line, inflation, Ekoswanka, in Konupono. We see circle 255 million. And common inflation, think be a cement to work off. And Kapokwasi there was so 40. And ka on sino cost a coin, you say, what dear. As so, Overshano, you are. Ne costa or see Pokwasi charging between $70 to $90 million. Would the TV 206 as a 250? No, Sika Kufadu are conserved into the consolidated fund. Now, if you look at all this, circle Kaswa Fries changing 170 million. The Tipani Pokwasi as for Pokwasi is between 70 and 90 million. A Kufadu Ambao Kasani Nim say Nipa to me over pricing the massa. And to 1, I did back with Diomania. I want to me anya bibia pa near overpricing. Ya kotadi near the above 10. Near money penny be a fa. No, or the good bottom, no, I cham, no, what you charm on which Bacos no. And the Kufada said, no, I will not do that. We will make sure we protect the public place. 2, all kinds of bus branding. Ya drodo ni peti de gubas na ya G Ghana 36 billion, that is 3.6 million Ghana cedi. Eche kwa di ade to ya sisa sika no kwa na in dollars. But all this now more report
any peti gugu
kakra I you know I 3.6 million, 36 billion. And the idea say I will not do that because I have free SHS to implement in college so ko school ni piama hwe sene awofo si bre o tiase enko for engineer public say nurse for gufie esese me mom financial clearance ni recruit wom into army and everything and I will not engage in such a useless expenditure and unim or cancer those nyama nyina no and he was able to conserve a lot. Now another expenditure amoye in the previous one how ni nyina ha no kwate ha yete ha ni afa senate sika ni nyina look whether it's coming from senate quarter ni nyina is part of our consolidated fund because I buy the use a sika bi a public idea upie why ya ututu na aban sika na ye use $72 million near their software champion na ye their to promo na ya cancel nurse ni allowance na ya block ye public you said public sector men fanipa chef graduates are a big goofy what so I hope you are getting me and you also say expenditure no mean yet another relevant expenditure who was a mean look you remember akwaya fan RLG or whatever company ni atam yesika kase 35 million no kwade yaso amfa nkonua in the we say and confirm na ya beka change stories and confirm to Cote d'Ivoire
Burkina
ekufa mean yet another expenditure about 17 million or so and also so ya dia kosi ye duandua ama nnuane ye hu ba kokura
ye duane opebrim
o tiase enti wanu na kufa say no I will not do it enti me conserve na me dia ma ayi look the next ayi akufo-addo what's it be me to adia me ton of rare na me dia magana fo no maye okay ambulance akufo-addo koto yi over 300 mama when they were in power they decided some better 200 amaye 200 no I want to me raise money and koje and I'm so almost the 50 now I'm raise LC of about 3.7 million euros LC through Bank of Ghana and a jakpaya on a number of pampam srede one no quality company would Dubai the buy say oh yeah company no Ghana representative now ono jack company to get the contact to buy ambulance for Ghana and obesha and I want I'm establishing LC no coin one says now we are announcing for 50 in the first place I want to me for 50 this one I'm say 30 what I say and LC agreement you know there were a lot of conditionalities there. Say supply and want to be for failure as I say a cancel. Or I say a cancel the LC no. But when him 50 or the 30 aba. So quantity we couldn't meet it. Exactly cancel the agreement. 2, the quality. One kasa ambulance by when we say back run ho. And empty. So quality was missing. Or I say and then you're fit for the purpose. Everything LC look LC was supposed to protect the interest of you, the buyer, and then the seller. Because many supplier, over check is a bibia uyansana, one ma order on the bank to pay the person. And Usha criteria establish a passing as sinwa, but who crane one ambulance in it. But you make an order at 2 forcing. Anyway, Emma Bank of Ghana, Emma order you tearing nama jakpa. Enti amutiti free mu no na 30 no spread 30 no supply 30 no as I see a mom 2.1 or 2.2 million euros out of the 300 and some euros you know because I'm the 30 now sa amuya calculation no 2 million euros 2.7 or so unim jakupa no say no ne agency fee for representing the company in Ghana, no, 700,000 euros. Wafa. And then, we and the company, no, say a friend, big season, and also for 432,000 euros. Into Onungwan, 270 something million euros, no, Onungwa for 1.1 million euros for us agency fee for the company, no. Ekufa says, yes, sir. And when you could to me, I supply over 300 ambulances, and then, champion, and then I'm so what I say. And another big expenditure, a kufado, avoid any. Look, beyond that, a kufado share South there be procurement of cars, procurement of cars, a saying a consolidated fund in the power. A biwo near Kotobi, unum. their time, they purchased 361 Land Cruisers. Champion, are you getting me? 361 Land Cruisers. That time they were Amoton. Not Land Cruisers, Land Cruiser, none of now, that type one means I was very particular. Now, about 84,000 champion dollars back. But when him, I'm going if you consolidated fund an amount of $110 million. And when you divide the 361, we say Land Cruisers no they purchase each one over $300,000. At the time, the arm's length price of the Land Cruiser was $84,000. And to Utifrima, over $200,000. And you did 2 a biaso. Oh, what you say? And to we are calculation, Sika almost spending and Casawa Land Cruisers, now you're little over $30 million.
And see, near Mr. Don Cocky Kane, no, or Pesa Man Hunu. Any pabanya or say Ghana for unsigned to Abamani bill.
Yes.
And Kofua, Omode Ghana for Fasakwan way Sunina Chino. Almost have a beam set Ghana for unsigned to Abba Emma Warnum. Until wa would see an hour war sheno. No baby, I saw to Abanoko. Mr. Donko and
yo, auntie, I'm a tobacco over 300, I said $304,000. Meanwhile, the arm's length price of now 84,000. So when you subtract that, over 200,000 now only 2 bias over invoicing. Akufo-addo didn't do that. Now, Amunia Land Cruiser no kawodi en kawo kono aban we ba no ka fa 300 no wo de faja aban cement to bi ma nkofo no omeye adwuma. Unim. Then they auction to themselves at the cost of $8,000 each.
Are there no more turning over $300,000?
$1,000. They auction to themselves $8,000 each. So 361 times $8,000, and I'm realizing almost $3 million pay. So now I've taken 110 million for consolidated fund, and I'm makwaji 2.8 million at the Abegu consolidated fund. All in the name of transaction. And you're trying to create loot and share. Of course, they were taking 110 million, but they were using the Land Cruiser as a conduit pipe to fish it out. Transaction. Transaction. When you're trying to pure over invoicing here, this physical. And now what they are near the book, how they figure out buying. And what you tell my slave queens, you know. Slave queens, and now more brothers, how would you on what more? O TikToker. And I say, Nayana, Papa no, Minami Bika, who no, and I so, and that Mokolanko, a Kralanku says, ash. Now, Salanku says, none color ash. Don't do malo, no, near 2 and go change, you know. What I say, and now, actors, actresses, your own sanity. Not why you say expenditure way, obey then way you Juma Magana. Meanwhile, you cancel somebody's allowance. No, I everybody say, look, I will not engage in such a irrelevant expenditure. Into one of the magical year and say, instead of purchasing cars, so and Namachichama sleepers, 1 year, and no to make conserve a lot, a 2 and Kolaiko school free. What to make conserve a lot and nursing training allowance while restore. And now what to me conserve a lot, and now for people public sector. Ubatiani, as you financial clearance is about 50,000 people. You see, I'm for 20,000 people. Magic. What I say? So these are the things I come. Now, another thing about I mean, and say, hey, one was a Grammy housing project. Nipa said that parliament. According to 200 million, so because 5,000 affordable housing. Collins Dada and something, you know. When they went, Parliament improvement as a shakai, you real pra. And I'm buy and I'm temper with the agreement. Then the last count, what the young funny say, they completed number no crowd. They built 1,500. What they do the calculation? Say if we take original 200 million. Now would be divided by 5,000 on the scene. That's also basically each land cruiser $40,000. Now each affordable housing. Bodua I see a dema you know. Only $40,000. And if you take 40,000 times 1,500 now we see one. Let's say the money they spend, if you take the year, my friend say 5,000 affordable times the 40,000 one. Tambion, si come use you no, only I'm building 1,500 meboa. Meboa.
I'm building 1,000.
Times 40,000. Let's say she come use you 60 million. Meanwhile, they paid all the 200 million. Say, I'm saying they are contractor. And a contractor, they chain now. A bear so a year contractor say, or Baka witness, and their chin will wood at them. And a nipa now when they make these transactions now, I will trade no more transfer Sikanoko. No, a papa show, no more young investment, Ghana, my better latte is a quick latte. No otia, they are cardinal. Not no my ma. No bear sort in the computation or calculating interest investment to Benya. I dear child, but you say, oh, honorable quadruchiri. No quack investment in Waba. Look, the way these people handled the consolidated fund. Akufo-addo, I mean, say, oh, you're the best gift to Ghana. Look, and Kencity Media, me, yes, I am. And the one who died was the Shama police for. What is it? One first Sikano and Concord, $200 million. No, this $60 million you could see. No, $140 million. What Chama will be a dicake. Or the Sida Army for the Ameboa. Now, I said, one house in the Ibia, what project over a year. Or the Dema. Look at it. What is it? No. Another useless expenditure this report. The Oka said, I'm saying STL Korea deal. Onka. Oka is ideal. Now, what happened was that Sa STL Korea deal. Unum. Amoya na say look, as I say, you try to be a friend of political risk insurance. Political risk insurance has something to do with me. Your contract way now. Be an aban for bar, no abe cancer. Winning near also on near you know, basic diamond or chess. And a Ghana young for being insurance mano. Na Elmo say above for bar no be pamonwa. Nandy, what me insurance in fuel. $278 million. Somebody your political insurance. As the Korea number. Indeed, what happened was that the insurance they know to amount so I could design it. Insurance premium free.
More, no more creativity, no matter me.
Very good. And if you look at the name of insurance, no company now, to someone I'm cutting. Now this kind of file, conduit pipe, a trick. Because that time I remember, said Dampa Institute, even institute put advice on that particular insurance. And they say alternative for what? And cost even more than even 10 million. A Ghana city kura. Oh, they ignore it. And now I'm quiet now. So what I say? Look, so I done this manager. What they say? Look, I will not engage in such a year expenditure. I bet to me, I take it that much from my consolidated fund. What I say? And then also account in a conserve a lot to consider and no to me dear one this year. See, I find the commissioner general or interchange the Indian bank. We are not quiet. Astrotef. Look at wonders are all your chromo. Now, another year for this or say on in the job with the hair. Liquidity support they give it to certain banks. Obiat in the bank. I'm messing up the bank. Unibank account. UT Bank. And you will say Capital Bank. Unim. I'm so making a magic customer seeker. I'm could be subsidiaries. And I'm the customer seeker now. Can be a loan or be a genuine business by and Quabaji loan. I'm more be a company, so no more seeker customer seeker and more loan. And to seek that subsidiary name, Mabu.
My main show say near Mr. Don't call can say Obia Bank. Nanko for them seeker begu ho. Also, okay, son, said, was saying, could be a construction company. And I say farming company.
Very good.
It is a Sikanoa, nkofo nim say bank na we be no sika no be guom do sika be gu ho a no de ye nimfu
very good
na or the aqua construction side wo no wo kɔ ho a sika no de wu nya bi
very good
because ono ankasa bie enyuma nkumenkumenkumenkumenkumen
very good no
and or this sika no bo ono ane ho besia and or dey yes sir they okay and no
no subsidiaries and you nim sika no kɔ ho na emma back and you back bank no na ye empty and the Bank of Ghana so policy be say okay bank no me ana me ma mo license nti munya ahokyere mu a na mo miss manage mo ho na munya liquidity supporter and you mbotumi apply to Bank of Ghana. So Bank of Ghana ma yesika kakra na emom no ya gigi yesika na ya de ama loan no a but amunim say wo de mo subsidiary nti loan no emba back na that Bank of Ghana unim Unibank ngwa sika Bank of Ghana de man den over 4 billion Ghana cedi and you 400 million 4 billion now I akwai on no ebeka kire akufo-addo say your friend is amuabin UT Bank they gave a liquidity support of 810 million Ghana champion mayama 2 million Ghana cedi fi Bank of Ghana national wonders a obeye okuro no agi 810 million then Asian onumpo de sisi ade de no na me I wonder say Asian kom na sa amuabin na mo ono so UT Capital Bank 630 million. Omuni na mo gi sika no na mo ko boardroom na mo de sika nsim tew na mo chiche ma wo. Na okabo mu a champion okabo mu a nas sika ode ma liquidity support no over 5 billion. Meanwhile ya ho chire na ye ko IMF no. IMF gave us less than 5 billion. Into what financial ben intelligent the woman who was sikabaya over 5 billion good Bank of Ghana. Now what you
Supreme Court judge Bako say create, loot and share. Not a fete unim who over 5 billion da ho. Would the amema ati chama amwabin we say Unibank no ati chama who we are now the akwa IMF so almost sika less than the 5 billion. Near placing conditionalities where so yen to me funny power public sector yen to entin kasasikano what would the betray communal minimum and I would define the power public sector utia nurse for allowance to the extent that a teacher was begging for chalk champion now we try 4 billion the amount Unibank in the name of liquidity support. Look a good father buy I said Debbie them all the banks in I mess up. And it was a bank need never crash it. But no, let me do the cleanup once and for all. Now, and your customers in India, me foul coming here, and obo engage. Sad that and I see a being a good father, the Akra boy. A move by 20 billion. Uchiama customers send a bay Ghana for being customers being young back from the bank. No be I didn't be a juma. Because for 4 cannot local or be a jumegu. Look, man, be no Medina. Need your de cra sugar ne juma ne go to stone. But Mr. Donko, banking mono liquidity support, you know. Yeah, the mawa, Chazawafa, yeah, the actual.
That thing is that you're supposed to pay back. But the question is that and Kofone supervisor, I create loot and share. I'm going to down this girl. I'm on the back.
Hey,
and this is can you free over 5 billion, but IMF Sika less than 5 billion. And what? Nasa one kasa we analysis we are one kasa to say of here. I will go to Mukokromoti. Agyapong Nipa or was Sika Bank of Ghana over 5 billion. What the Chama Bank CBT say Shatta Wale and what could you less than that? You place embargo on public sector. There you to me recruit and conform to army, police, and everything. That's for your chum allowance. Headmistress was begging for and schools you use maka as maka and shock told that. That's a akufo-addo. So the banking sector was no make cleaning once. Or cleaning we unim. Those days, you know. Se bank ti say amuye good no ti say bank nya de no amu tumi nya corporate profit amunya profit na ban tax ya odi kogu ho a na miscount bank no ti say Unibank no na omu so kwaji liquidity support enti me fa ne say good banks na ma ye be 2 billion no Now a Miscal Bank no so 2 billion if you Bank of Ghana. So at the end of the day, nothing. A good for Dubai. If you look at Bank of Ghana report say bank bien wa akwaji liquidity support. And corporate tax echo. This say you say over 3 billion. And the banks now amayo good amakano. And nobody has taken liquidity support. And to Usha, so when you 3 billion don't have champion. On to me find more interchange.
Yes.
And to that, these are the magical. I'm a akufo-addo. And now you're from the Commissioner General.
Now, I want to be, you know, and you're over borrowing.
And
no one penny akufo-addo
at all.
Buying 8 million pounds in your man.
Debbie, and over borrowing.
Ghanaians should get it right.
Yes.
I trust someone NDC for air to Gumuno. Yama Yeninaho. Fisa and penny say the worry koto saying no. Okaso very cry, Yeninachi. Because so man penda that gentleman in Mahaman and call for near Mr. Don't call Ken, you know, the Alpha Wimuna. Yes, any Pacoya, sign big now says Sancho Bamano Budia. Ghana for then we are not being
yeah, even one district, one factory. I mean, a akufo-addo revival over 150 factories, including even Ashanti go. One jahon on him, Ponkers here, some didn't try. Papa soon yes even to give a young somebody the whole Ashanti go first $1 a diamond. Na papa say petra. Akufo-addo can one district one factory. We too many sikani be at their revival such a neck of employees go obi abon some. Now, almost all will be one factory. Commander Sugar Factory winning. They won for a loan of $35 million. Now somebody cotton factory and no crown no a old factory and I may revive na you pass my unim no mkoto old in fidia bi de kogu ho anti emra ai alantamante me ko grudo we de te na alantamante ba no na ade we de machines no anya adwuma ni nyina ye old ana amko parliament pass say evaluate yampa private investor ngo shem nti yankopo obi no nko value sa a factory no my infidie na go on the cost to say near who the way forward near who pano sika or dibeshim unim amu value no so be and the highest money or the tozo $12 million me one agi 35 million and to what free more champion over $20 million out of Commander Sugar Factory yedi.
But I say, Mr. Christian Donko, and Obeche Chensimo, Amaye, no Hana, Yeridim, and will help birthday bako, Ewaha. Birthday bako, Ewaha. It's more fun to show Amame, na Afe. Happy birthday to our dear daughter, Gifty Bima, students of the University of Ghana, Legon. God bless you and make his face shine upon you. From your dad and mom, Mr. and Mrs. Bima, and your siblings. Ain't Gifty Bima, Unyakupon, the Afriba, confused, when Yankupon in Shroud. Meeting Eric Quench, teacher entry, Mr. Christian Donko, and a babuaye, Emma, Yadijumedi, Ebrel, kama. Ain't Ejando was raw justice, our hall, Bente, our hall, Questionation, our hall, Sanso, and a focus, our hall, Ele Kem, and so our ha. Sabaton so ewa me dini kwa ntwe so teacher ntwe hwan yakobon ya adomo a na otwe hwo ho yi adwada ko ne be san hia me mamu ene hwa ahenewa.